Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. I gotta thank my buddy Rob Art. It wouldn't be a trip to Dubai without meeting the legend who called the 15-cent XRP months before it happened. Thanks for showing me around town. Yes, I did meet Rob Art yesterday. I'm currently in Dubai. I'm sure a lot of you guys know who he is. We got a lot of great responses from this pic here. So thanks to everybody for responding. And Rob, thank you for everything, my friend. Hope to see you again soon. Yeah, it's been a crazy 24 hours, hasn't it? I mean, the market has been crashing. If you guys didn't see the video I did early this morning, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. Right now, one XRP is going for about $2.20 per coin. Do not fret. Is it a good time to buy? Check out the video that I did post because I do go over some of that stuff. I mean, right now, it's a bit of a wait-and-see game. I mean, we did get that Trump tariff news that put markets in a frenzy. However, here we are. We've come out of black swan type events like this in the past. Cryptocurrency has always thrived. I mean, the 4-year cycle theory still in play, in my opinion. And to be honest, guys, I'm still hodling. I'm not scared one bit. For more information on what I'm doing, though, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Let's keep moving along because we had an interesting week last week. I mean, the Bitcoin maxis were out in full force. Pretty pissed off. I gotta say, pretty upset. And, they're accusing XRP and Ripple specifically, of being able to do all kinds of things. Vet here, though, setting the record straight, no XRP cannot be issued again. So, the fact that you don't mine XRP, I guess, gives these Bitcoin maxis the thought that, oh, well, they can just print more XRP whenever they want. Well, no, that is not the case. We go through all modified ledger entries, looking only at account routes, escrow payments, and payment channels. We remove from the total of any previous XRP values and add to the total any new XRP values. So the net balance of a payment channel is computed from two fields, amount and the balance, and deletions are ignored for paychan and escrow because the amount fields have not been adjusted for those in the cases of deletion. So what Vet here is saying, the XRPL checks every single time if a transaction creates new XRP through a bug and blocks it. So there's an internal mechanism here that actually does block it if it does happen through a nefarious actor, I guess. As a result, there never has been an incident in history that created new XRP. Unlike with Bitcoin, these checks are called invariant checkers in the code, and so he does post a couple of screen grabs here with some of the code. The net change should never be positive, as this would mean that the transaction created XRP out of thin air. That's not possible. So there you guys have it written there from the GitHub, the XRPLF GitHub. It is impossible to print new XRP, shouted loudly from the rooftops for all those people who think that you can just print more out of thin air. But cryptocurrency, guys, it's starting to shift. I know market is feeling kind of negative right now, but the overall sentiment for the real world utility is starting to shift. Even naysayers at the World Economic Forum Summit from a couple of weeks ago, they're even changing their opinions on how cryptocurrency is going to work, how it's going to be part of the financial system. I mean, there's two portions to this, as I've always said. There's the whole trading factor, Bitcoin, the store of value, etc. But then there's the real world utility coins. And representatives at the forum, they know why people trade cryptocurrency. Listen to this.
I have to admit that I'm still struggling to understand exactly the value and the merits of cryptocurrencies. I'm not talking about stable coins, but I'm talking about more traditional one. Now, it would be, on the other end, looking at the phenomenon that goes on for so long now, it would be a little bit naive and to just think that it's just speculation. I think it's speculation. We know it's also used by, call it probably not so good activities and criminalities, but we have to bring it back to the financial stability topic. Many people invest in cryptocurrencies because they don't trust any longer the fiat system and the Bretton Woods system. And particularly here I'm talking about emerging markets and certain places where inflation or political instability is a threat to savings. So we have to really understand if crypto, in some cases, and again, I'm not a big fan of cryptos, but is this the new gold? Is that a different way for people to secure a different kind of assets they believe is not in control of the establishment? So I'm not saying that this is exactly what's happening, but there is an element, and I'm hearing more and more people thinking that way. So that's a real risk to financial stability, is that we have we see the creation of parallel systems.
So here he's saying, they realize there's a system. Cryptocurrency is going to be part of a new financial system. There's a faction of people, obviously, that don't trust the traditional system. And so how do we reconcile this? Crypto is going to be part of a new financial system. So the people that think, you can still use it to subvert government or, governmental institutions or whatever, that's not what this new financial frontier is going to be all about. I mean, you can still trade, privacy coins, and they still do hold value, but, government is working tooth and nail to stop these things. But cryptocurrency, XRP, XLM, all the, the majors that do provide a valuable service, a valuable tool for, whatever it is, on the blockchain, transferring value, whether it's tokenization or converting, from something from one thing to another, or even just cross-border payments, guys. This is what the new financial framework is going to look like in the coming decade. And we're already starting, guys. 2025, the starting point for all of this. Wampa One down here saying, digital gold for the digital age. BTC's fixed supply and decentralization makes it a natural hedge. Big banks finally catching on to what people in high inflation countries already know. Ben's journal down here saying, crypto as the new gold. It's the digital hedge against fiat's flaws, especially when inflation's a beast. Emerging markets are waking up to the power of decentralized assets. What's your take? Gold 2.0 or just a phase? And, people have been doing this for a decade plus. I mean, with Bitcoin, Venezuela's done it. Cyprus has done it when they've been run on the banks. Bitcoin transactions or Bitcoin purchases have gone up in the past in 2013. And so, this is a whole new system that is burgeoning and something we are carefully paying attention to. Purchase those coins that do hold real world value for the long term. Again, for more information on what I'm doing, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. What I'm holding, what I'm selling into these pumps during this bull run. Anyway, a great clip there from Cointelegraph. Also wanted to thank Vet for posting that. Now, guys, I also happen to see this from Bank Exchange here. XRP Ledger Banks Exchange app launching on Android in 72 hours. So another XRP Ledger application being released very soon. In just 72 hours, the XRP Ledger Banks Exchange app will officially launch, setting the stage to disrupt the $437.8 billion app market and unlock massive opportunities for institutional and retail investors on the XRP Ledger. I went to the link, and here it is, Bank Exchange multiple platform. I will link this in the description of the video if you guys are interested in what they have to offer here. But right now they're saying, game-changing. This is a game-changing release and will allow users to buy and trade XRP Ledger tokens, including XRP, seamlessly. Plus, every listed token can be purchased using a credit card, debit cards, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and multiple fiat payment options. Bringing next-level accessibility to crypto transactions. Start trading XRP Ledger tokens today, and they give you the link. And I will link this in the description of the video if you guys are interested. By no means am I promoting this. I'm not getting a kickback or anything. I just saw it today, and I thought, it is interesting. We are seeing new technology emerge. Everything XRP Ledger, I think is just going to drive more XRP adoption down the road. So I love seeing it. I love knowing that, this is one of those cryptocurrencies that will change the world fundamentally down the road. Anyway, I wanted to thank Banks Exchange for that preview. Now, guys, considering all the partnerships that Ripple has, all the ins and outs, all these big banks that are already leveraging RippleNet, and think about it, we've got the big banks in other countries that are, currently using RippleNet, but think about the tons and tons of banks, the American banks that are ready to go as soon as we get that regulatory clarity. Just the other day, I did talk about it was the CEO of Bank of America, Brian Moynihan. He's saying banks are pretty much going to go in hard once those regulations are clear. If you guys didn't catch that video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. Well, Smoke just posted this. BNY Mellon is now hiring for crypto roles in 2025. And BNY Mellon, for those of you guys who do not know, they are already a Ripple-enabled customer. They have been partnered with Ripple, I think, since 2018, if I'm not mistaken. BNY Mellon, managing $50 trillion in assets, has just posted a key hiring opportunity in its digital assets division. Banks are no longer waiting. They are actively preparing to integrate blockchain and crypto into the financial system. So this is 2025, guys. Caroline Butler, the global head of digital assets, she did just post this on behalf of BNY Mellon. If you have fire in your belly to disrupt and innovate, come join the team making it happen. 2025 is off to an exciting start for digital assets. Join our industry-leading team. So, guys, there is a post there now from BNY Mellon. They are, again, a Ripple partner. So wanted to thank Smoke for posting that. And guys, I also happen to see this. XRP Daily, remember the Robinhood CEO, Vlad Tenev? And do you remember from a couple of months ago around Christmas time, Ripple, Bitstamp, and Robinhood united a price rocket for XRP? They are in a strategic partnership. Let me just read you guys a little bit of this if you don't remember. Ripple, Robinhood, and Bitstamp's strategic partnership to tap into the tokenized derivatives market could not only revolutionize the financial world, but also take the XRP price to a whole new level. Think about the possibilities of what can be tokenized and think of who is involved. So this is the Robinhood CEO, Vlad Tenev. He's encouraging the tokenization of private company stocks such as SpaceX and OpenAI to give non-accredited investors access to some of the greatest companies that aren't publicly available. So right now, you can only buy certain stocks, certain shares if you are an accredited investor. But the fragmentation, or rather the fractionalization of share ownership, this could change the way people start investing. Then retail investors can get in on the game. Listen to this.
Vlad Tenev, the author of that op-ed, joins me now in a Fox Business exclusive. Vlad, how do you envision crypto as the vehicle for regular retail investors who have waited and wanted to buy shares in pre-IPO companies, but they haven't been able to?
Yeah, thank you for having me, by the way. Always great to be here. I think there's a big problem, which is that if you're a retail investor right now and you want to invest in AI, it is very, very clear that they do, judging by the market activity yesterday and the overnight on Sunday, you don't have too many options. OpenAI is a private company, over 150 billion valuation. It's only available to select few insiders. And it's not like it was in the 80s where companies could go public at small valuations. The IPO process has gotten cumbersome. Only the biggest companies can do it. And that limits opportunities and upside to retail investors. And so I think that we're in a bit of a strange place when highly speculative assets are free for retail to invest in, but high quality, productive technology startups that are generating significant revenue are off limits. And I think that we now have an administration that's crypto friendly and retail friendly, and we see an opportunity to fix this major problem.
I agree with you that the regular folks out there should be able to invest in private shares of privately held companies, but I have to play devil's advocate here. You talk about high risk. For every startup that succeeds, there are many that fail. And therefore, the reason I would think the SEC says, you know what, you have to be accredited to invest in privately held companies is because accredited investors can take a hit if the company goes belly up. There's a lot more risk when you're investing in private companies that are startups.
Yeah, I think that these are all good points and it makes sense. But I think right now you have companies like SpaceX worth hundreds of billions, companies like OpenAI and Anthropic that are off limits to investors. And, you know, in the world of crypto, you see some criticism from skeptics that crypto is pretty much meme coin investing. And that's free for customers to invest in. That's open to them. So I think these two things cannot stand. And the right solution is to open up access to these sort of like previously accredited assets. And I think we can do that in a way that makes sure that customers know what they're putting their money into and self-certify that they understand the risks.
So that is interesting. Opening it up, obviously it would support their model, their new model for tokenization, considering that Ripple, Bitstamp, and Robinhood are united, and they see a tokenized derivatives market as being, the next step for trading in traditional markets. Also wanted to bring this up, guys, from Smoke from January 2025, so just last month. Robinhood documentation on tokenization cites the success of Ripple's tokenization of RWAs on the XRP Ledger. So Robinhood just published this last month. Tokenization, the digital representation of real-world assets on blockchain technology, has the potential to transform financial markets by increasing liquidity, efficiency, and transparency, and financial inclusion. So all those things we were talking about, this goes into what is tokenization, what are the benefits of tokenization, and then down here, guys, digital asset firm Ripple has tokenized hundreds of millions of dollars of RWAs on the XRP Ledger. So Robinhood sounds very committed. Again, this was just from last month, January 2025. As we know, they are, in fact, already looking to partner up with, Bitstamp and Ripple on a journey to be able to tokenize more assets. Could it then be that eventually we will be able to see retail investors getting into some of these spaces that, traditionally only accredited investors could invest in? That could change our lives. That could change the financial future for many. Of course, all this depends on robust technology like the XRP Ledger, driving more demand for XRP. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. And for more information on what I'm doing this bull run, because, it's getting dicey out there. I know some of you guys probably have questions. Check out the video I did this morning. But more importantly, if you want to see what I'm doing this bull run, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Just my opinion, though. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.